feels the heat just like I do. And hi everybody. So it's been several days since I've posted a video. I think maybe 6 days. It's been hot here. I think I've been kind of just in survival mode for the last handful of days. It's been so hot, and upper 80s. So we've been just hiding in the shade. I moved my truck. I'm still at the same general campsite that I was, but I repositioned the truck. So we're catching some shade from this tree and this tree here. But then once the sun goes into the afternoon onto that other side of the truck, it's just a hot box. Now the ambulance has got insulation in it, so it's not like sitting in an uninsulated vehicle, and I'm able to use the max air fan. And then I have my other 12-volt fan, which I've clipped. Let me see if I can show it to you. It's clipped right there, and it's blowing air into the back of the truck, and then the max air is blowing it out up there, and it stays okay. But if I get up and go outside to do any activity, I'm instantly just overwhelmed with heat. So I haven't felt like picking the camera up just because I've been, like I said, surviving. So during this time, because I can't really do any activities here, I'm feeling like it's time to move on. This area, just because of the heat, like today it's fine. The temperature has dropped back down. It's going to hit like 79 today. There's a constant breeze. Like right now it feels great out here, especially in the shade that I'm in. But looking at the forecast coming up, it's going to go back up into those mid to upper 80s. So this area, I think we've overstayed our welcome here. Now, between you and me, we've been here a month. It was 4 weeks. 2 days ago was 4 weeks. So, when we got here, the temperatures was dramatically lower than it is right now. So it's definitely, I think, time to find us a better temperature climate to stay in the 70s. So I'm looking at Flagstaff is about 4 hours from here, and I know Flagstaff is a hugely popular place, and it's probably overrun with people, and I've never been there before, so I don't even have a place picked out that I can go to see if there's an available site. But I know that I can't be staying here very much longer. So I'm kind of in a little bit of a funk mood right now, trying to figure out what to do. I don't like Lefty being here in this heat. He, feels the heat just like I do. And, there have been days I take him on his walk. We always go in the morning, and it'll be hot in the morning. His tongue is hanging out of the side of his mouth, and he's, so I know he's not enjoying the higher temperatures here. So for his comfort and my comfort, we've got to find somewhere else that we can go. So I'm looking, doing some searches on freecampsites.net and Campendium, and just some general web searches. And I found a couple of spots in Flagstaff that are worth checking out. I'm looking for some trees, for some shade. My solar system is strong enough with 1140 watts that even if I'm in partial tree shade for part of the day, whatever, I still get plenty of charge, and I get up to 100% pretty easily. Like, this is blocking the shade we're in right now, is blocking the panels for a portion of the day, and I'm still up to 100% by late morning, so it's not a problem. So I'll go in some shade You know, I need some sunlight, but I'll go in some shade. Actually, I'd like to park in full tree shade and see if my 1140 watts can bring my batteries up with kind of, what do I want to call it, ambient sunlight, or tree filtered sunlight. I'd like to test that out. I've never tested that fully. So if any of you know a Flagstaff area, if any of you are in Flagstaff and there's places available, you got some tree shade, shoot me a comment below the video. And if you're okay with sharing where you are and there's room for more people, because what I just need is a goal, a focus, a target, so that when I drive to Flagstaff, I have a place to go, that at least I have a shot of getting a good spot there, instead of just picking a place off online and hoping, you know, holding my breath and hoping for the best when I get there. That's a little bit stressful for me. Flagstaff is attractive to me because it's only 4 hours from here. A few days ago, I had to drive down into Arizona. I had to pick up some packages at my mail forwarder. And there was another task I had to do, and that's going to be a surprise for an upcoming video. But I had to drive down into Arizona. I had to go to Quartzsite to my mail forwarder. It was 106 degrees in Quartzsite. So I planned it. I left here in the afternoon, drove to Searchlight, Nevada, pulled into a casino parking lot and stayed overnight, hot. Then got up early the next morning and drove the rest of the way into Quartzsite, so that I got there at 9 a.m. and it was already, 85 degrees, 90 degrees at 9 o'clock in the morning. I got my stuff, turned right around and started heading back north. Drove all the way back that day, so I drove about 3 hours in the morning to get there. Finished what I had to do, got back on the road at 11 a.m. out of Parker, and had to drive the 6+ hours back to here. That was a long day, absolutely brutal, stressed me out. Got back here, somebody had taken my spot, so we couldn't park back over here. We had to park up the hill, and I was so shot by the time we got back here. I was hungry, so tired from the road. It was hot here. The spot I pulled into wasn't level. I didn't have the energy to get myself leveled out, so we settled. I ate something, set the bed up, and fell asleep. And then after, not the following morning, but the morning after, the folks that were down here packed out, so I immediately came down here. Lefty and I kind of did some recon and saw that they left, so I went and grabbed my chair really quick and brought it down here and put my chair in the middle of the spot. And nobody was coming. That was like Friday. Today's Sunday. That was Friday that I did that. So I had to get down here before the Friday afternoon people started showing up. So it's Sunday, so people are packing back out. The weekenders are packing out. There's a rig sitting right over there. He's loading up. Some other folks were really close to us over here. They're already gone this morning. So like I said, I do have a big surprise announcement coming up. Kind of a big change for me, and I think interesting to a lot of folks. So I don't want to show my hand, so I'm just going to leave it at that. But that's going to be coming up. I do have a couple of videos I'm working on that are going to be talking about my solar system and how I wired it into the ambulance. And secondly, I want to talk about how I'm able to stay connected while I'm out on the road. I'm a big, heavy data user, data, however you say it. So having good cellular connectivity was super important to me and a high priority when I was planning out and building the truck. So I want to share with people what I'm doing, because I'm able to stay connected 99% of the time for a pretty reasonable cost every month. And I think it bears me sharing it with folks so that maybe others can take advantage of what I'm doing. I mean, there's a lot of options for staying connected. Mine isn't, the greatest, but it's working for me. It's tried and true. I've been pretty much across the country and it's worked for me most every place that I've been. The only time it didn't work is when I chose to go in some really removed, desolate areas where I knew I wasn't going to get a signal, but I wanted to go there anyway, so I made that decision. But so I'll be making a video about that, how I stay connected, and maybe I'll talk about, you know, what do I do when it's super hot like this and I'm kind of relegated to just sitting in the truck all day trying to stay cool. You know, I find if I keep the truck door closed, if there's sun on this side, I got to keep the door closed, the screen window open, the fan, like I said, the fan running, the roof fan running. I can keep it okay in the truck. It's shaded. You know, it's not 60 degrees, but it's not 90 degrees. When it's 90 degrees out here, it's more like 80 degrees with a breeze blowing over me. And that's bearable as opposed to stepping out into the sunshine. So, you know, I'll talk about what do I do when I'm in the truck all day and how do I make use of that cellular connection that I have here. And actually here the Verizon signal is like 5 bars. It's killer. It's really excellent here. So that's why I haven't been posting. It's been hot and I've just been trying to get through every day, waiting for the weather to break, which it has today. It's much cooler today. So more videos coming up soon. Thank you everybody for watching. If you can leave me a comment, give me a thumbs up if you like the video, thumbs down if you don't. Leave me a comment about what you're thinking and what's going on. And again, if anybody has some good Flagstaff areas that they could share with me, I'd super appreciate that. Lefty would too. We'll talk to everybody soon.